Welcome back to another episode of Superleague, round 10. Or it looks like this will be a cracker of a match here. The Boyz sitting third, 3 losses. The Bull Sharks sitting fourth with 4 losses. I don't think he quite wanted to take that. I think he wanted to take a full ball. Now last time Bull Sharks came back from 12-8 down as well against the Boyz. But here on the table on the right, he's gone for a big time double. So on the table on the right, punches this in. He may elect to roll forward and play the yellow onto the yellow, which he has. Okay, Ash here. How would you be playing this table on the right? He's on the reds. I mean, if you play the rail ball now,
he can use that. Yeah, he can use that yellow to pot that red, but he still has a lot of issues here.
it looks like Ronnie's on his ABCs now. Clips the yellow in the middle. It's interesting playing this now. I guess he didn't really want to get caught coming onto the last yellow, the one that he just took then, because of the red up the table. A little bit of work to do here.
1 cushion, 2 cushion.
Yeah,
you reckon?
Yeah, I don't think he really would want to be threading the gap between the black and the red here. He may choose to, because if he catches it onto the black, pushing the black towards the middle to the corner pocket, they'll be running around off the 2 cushions here.
Yeah, it's still not easy. He has to cut this left middle, and I think he'll play some. He's playing it with right. Yeah, let's play with right. Oh, that's a great shot.
Yeah. And Ash has just come up huge there, a massive double.
Shot.
Yeah, that's a lovely little shot.
Great shot.
There we go. Oh, his pockets are tight, but sometimes I wonder about that. Forcing the pace there to come out further into the middle. I mean, you're almost better off holding it on the left of that other red, cutting it in, and actually coming around the houses.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's a good start.
Yeah, so,
Shots. Yeah. Just 1-0 up.
and I got a funny feeling Clint's just taken himself out of the 5th position and put himself in 3rd position, which I thought that Matt Isaiah's usually in that position, or Dave Collingridge is usually in that middle spot. So it's perhaps that's because the boys are missing Sed at the moment, and they might choosing to put the pressure on early.
Yep. Elise just said, thanks for the commentary, a lot better than watching in silence. Are the commentators Lee and John? No, it's not. It's myself, Subhash, and Jay. Jay's
Do I sound like a geezer? Hey, who says that I sound like Lee Thayer, eh? Oh, well, for starters, my pants are pulled up. You can't see my plumber's crack. And no, I don't have an English accent there.
Jay's been commentating for all the weeks, almost. I think he only missed a week or two, but he's been here every Tuesday, so yeah.
Anyway, back to the pool. To me, I find this would be one of the bit of pivotal matchups, and I think Simon knows it. He looks a little bit tight there, actually. He's such a free-flowing, emotional player. Yeah, this will be interesting how he plays tonight. Yeah, so wiping the tradesman's entrance there. And the player on the right, I'd actually classify him to be the most unluckiest player this season. He's timing the ball really nicely. He just hasn't really had the run of the balls. And I've called it a few weeks now where I thought he's going to be the big difference between the two sides, to the point that I don't want to say anything anymore. So even there, he's found himself a way to get into a difficult spot. He should never have been there.
Yeah.
But up until there, he's played a nice frame. Ooh. And that's why. When the player's got that great a touch and isn't getting results. Simo's kind of putting a lot of his eggs in the one basket here. I would have thought that he would have tried to play that and come high up on the table, so he could actually he's going to have to almost punch this in. That's a beautiful shot.
That's a really good shot. Well controlled as well.
And he knows it too.
Played that really well.
Still has a little bit of work to do. He might choose, probably on this table here, ideally he pulls the he pulls the white back if he can. It's not a... There's no gimme here. Yeah, beautiful shot.
It's a great shot.
Yeah. I missed earlier the part of the frame where Gino had him snookered, but he's been able to turn this frame around and almost a two. Ooh.
That's a huge miss.
Particularly for those two players, they've both kind of been unlucky and was not that far off. And
it's well played.
This other table here, Gino's found himself into a bit of trouble there. Wouldn't be surprised if it's frozen as well. Yeah. Wonder how he plays this. Very, very confidently. Well done.
It's a big black. It's not an easy shot. It's missable.
And you're also leaving the white in the bottom square.
Yep.
Be interesting to see if he may choose to play. Let's see where he puts the white. That's the problem when you're playing at a half. Just get it up there. You either put it on the back cushion, or you put every single ounce into the pot. But that there is early days. And Clint, well, you expect him to get these. Probably comes down the table, either off the side cushion, to try and land pretty much where the black spot is. Right at the top of the triangle. You may be able to move the side yellow in this shot. He kind of has cover. It comes off either side of the yellow, so he's playing into it. He'll be on the back cushion yellow, or he'll be on the other yellow. I don't think the top yellow passes the black. So he might actually choose just to play to get on that one now. Yeah. Well controlled.
That's really good.
Unfortunately, he can't drop on the bottom yellow and then play back onto the yellow that he tried to move.
Yep.
Because that would give him free access to his top yellow. He doesn't really want to be playing a forcing pace shot as well. Yeah, he's playing the forcing pace. You try and punch it in and then run between the two. That's a lovely little shot. As we know how tight these pockets are, that could have easily made him look quite silly there.
Yeah, he's played that really well.
Ooh. That's
it's not easy.
He's also got that that side middle pocket to contend as well. He doesn't really have. Yeah, he's digging down. He might be able to get up the table. That's a beautiful shot. Although middles.
Oh, wow. I thought I was going in for all money. I thought I was going in for sure.
I think he thought that as well off the cue straight away. As soon as he zipped off the first cushion. And
That's a good game.
And Simo would be a little bit kicking himself there because he played some brilliant shots. He played the 2 rails, the ball that was over the middle, he played into the corner, played the other corner ball, screwed back, got himself position, cut this ball probably a little bit too thin. Instead of going straight in the pocket, it went to the outside of the pocket, which then pushed it up onto the white, and he got out of position. It was all.
Yeah.
It was always a difficult out he was going for, but I believe it was the right option. It's definitely capable of getting that 70% of the time. Even if it is early days and he's pushing the boat out a little bit, it's worth it. And this man here, Dave Collingridge, has been on fire opening frames as well. It's been and there we go. This is interesting. Angles has given himself the receiving end break. That is huge. I'm flabbergasted, to tell you the truth. This is an opportunity. Maybe he wants. Yeah, that's a big let off. What he's done is he's just punched it a little bit hard, a little bit heavy on the wrist. And what it's done is thrown the white just out a little bit rather than being able to run into that side yellow that he was trying to promote. And that's. I'd almost argue that's a little bit of reputation there as well. He knew he had that frame there for the win. Pot that, get on that yellow, and then the rest are ABCs. And he's playing angles, basically the state champion at the moment. And Mr. Reset. And that's basically why he's number one at the moment.
I think his trickiest one is going to be the red right below that yellow in the middle.
Yeah. And he's putting a few eggs in one basket to hold for it at the end. I think he's trying that. He wanted maybe a little bit more angle. Or he plays a double as well. He just drops this in. Chooses the one that he gets the right angle on. To come up to move the yellow. And or pullbacks and plays a double. Screws back and takes the last red. It's all pinpointing. You can see that he really has to think about what he's trying to do here. I'd say that he's probably going to be coming around off the 2 cushions here. I think 1, 2, and yeah, he's putting all his eggs in one basket here to really. You may choose to play with a little bit to run into the yellow. The problem with that is that if you're on the left-hand side, you most likely will snooker yourself.
It's not an easy shot, this.
Yeah, I'd be dropping it in and just wanting to come up for the corner pocket. Anything more and he's on the middle, but I think that's the right option. Play for the corner. Kind of expect a little bit of a reset. This is a pretty big shot here.
Great shot.
Ooh, and that's very, very short on the other side as well. That's a lovely out.
It's a great out.
Considering he got himself a little bit tongue-tied, a little bit twisted. And the other side, Dave's on an out that he should really not being in this sort of. Ooh, my money's on the yellows in this frame now. Make him pay, and that.
Everything's on.
And that, folks, is Ash on the board in a 50-50, where he should never have been on the board, and Jasley, to be fair, also shouldn't really be on the board here and should make this pay.
You snooker him here once.
Definitely.
Yeah. 2
balls on the side cushion. Don't give him a chance.
Yeah.
Mind you.
He's giving him a chance here.
Yeah, I didn't really like the snooker and that option. I like snooker on the on the
I
yellow,
was just gonna say same.
left-hand side.
Same, yeah.
And then allows one of those yellows to be a promoting ball. With this, he can work. Yeah.
He's got a chance now.
Yeah, you play this.
Screw back
into that side yellow, if you can, because it's on the right hand side of the pocket as well. So it comes into the face. Ooh, and that's we want to replay that shot actually if you could have his time again.
I don't know if he still has that yellow in the center, or if he doesn't. I think he does. Yeah, I think he's going to cut that yellow in.
He may choose to play just to leave the white at the top of the table here. Oh yeah, okay. It went.
Yeah, so I think
but this is still quite. This is putting a lot of eggs in one basket here. You can either play a drag with a whole heap of left-hand side, so grips just before he gets to the yellow.
Yep.
Pots it and then comes around off the 2 cushions, splits up. That's the ultimate attacking way. And the drag has taken effect just after he's made contact, and that's why he's sort of lost it. Would have arced around the angles a little bit narrower. Ooh, a huge chance for Clint to influence this match tonight. White ball in hand again in a pivotal moment.
It's a good shot. That's a good shot. It's not easy.
Yeah, so there's a little punch through here. Then takes the one in the middle. Make sure he comes up high. He'll come around here to have a look. And he's going to make sure he comes up high. That's the major aim here. So you're high on the table to that red. Anywhere from there. He'll be kicking himself, or he might even take the lower red. Yeah, hopefully can't hear.
Wow. That's a roller coaster of a game.
So that all came from him not being high on the red. So that's a major aim. If he's high, if he's too high, he still takes it, comes down off the bottom cushion, comes into the yellow to open up the side, the yellow that's blocking the black from the corner pocket. It moves that away, takes the other red, comes across to either the middle, ideally, or around the two angles.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that's for a player that's been a state captain, he really should have not made any error there. That's your chance to go 2 from 2 for the night.
Yeah, I like that shot. It's a really good shot. Really good shot.
In mind, he's got all one cushion escape. If he pushes onto it, he shouldn't stick. He'll actually clip both ways as well. So, like that. Yeah, that was clean. And there, they're really getting through the white wall there. That's a, let's wouldn't say a pearler of a shot, but he's starting to find some touch. They had the opportunity to keep this guy in his seat as well early on. It's actually not an easy snooker to get out of. Play, because you're on this cushion. Yeah, you come off this back cushion and then onto the back face of the red. Oh. Yep. Here we go. Ash is very attacking usually. Does he just drop it in? This red closest to the black, right up the table. Here we go. Ash is very. Yeah, it just floats up the table, takes a side cushion, then comes down between the two reds. He might be kicking himself with a bit of a weird angle here, but it's not too bad. Just drops this in, comes down between the two. If he's on that red to the middle, yeehaw. If not, you drop the other one into the middle. The bottom of the two reds into the middle, comes out for the red into the corner. That's his second option. But ideal option is into the middle.
Yeah, Alex should be clearing it up from here. Not really. I think he can.
You leave the red where it is and the black where it is.
Yep, exactly.
I think he just wanted to make sure that he had 2 pockets for that one as well. Doesn't get anywhere caught up where he's running the white into the red or the black. He's a very smart player here. And Ash, as you expect, is really under the pump. He really does enjoy going for it. Just running a little bit into trouble, but he should be able to drop this ball in pocket weight, or maybe play off the yellow. He wants to play with a little bit of pace, get it out off the cushion. He doesn't have to, but that red closest to the middle pocket, it's not an easy angle, so that's why he's decided to come around for it. Meanwhile, King has got extremely lucky, really, leaving the white in the jaw like that.
Oh, it's a great shot. Great shot.
So yeah, I would be surprised here. So he's going to come down and he's having a really close look here. Yeah, if he buries the red behind the black, he knows he's going to be snookered straight away. The other way around, he half kills the black and leaves the red on, and then the white up against the back cushion.
Yeah. Oh, he's a bit thicker than you.
And that's
It's too thick.
he knows he's still he really wanted to not give him the shot to nothing there. That's the early days. And that's a really, really influential break there to come up dry. And to half snooker someone everywhere. Mind you, he's got a yellow across the table. If he can get on the side yellow that's closest to all the reds. And the black's also in a tricky sort of situation here as well. And so he takes the yellow across the table. Looks to come onto the side yellow straight away. If not, he'll use the other cherry. The other top left-hand yellow. To give himself the angle. There could be a double there, but I don't believe that he will take it like that. He actually chosen to go into it. Wow. So that really says something about how difficult it was to get on and move. Or it might not have actually been on in the middle pocket across the table. We can play somehow off the face of this, like he's looking at it here. He'll have a whole lot more control because the top yellow doesn't pass out of the 3 cluster. So he plays the bottom yellow, the top yellow into the middle, lands on it, and then runs across and gives himself a double. Or he drops on this here, gives himself a little run through on the outside yellow, into the side cushion, comes across into it to move it. To me, it's just not the way Ron generally would like to go about it.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Those shots are not easy because you're playing with that acute angle, right? You're almost playing into the pocket there, so...
Very easy just to stab at it.
Yeah.
That's why he's so good as well. Just brings the cue back very, very slowly, very methodically through the cue, no matter how tight the angle is, situation. Here we go. And I think we might choose to come out.
Yeah,
I think
he's
given himself for the double here. And I think before, when he screwed the white across, when he took the yellow that was up against the two reds that were in the middle, he was trying to open this to make this little cluster easier.
He's going to open this up. I think he's playing to get the black. Oh, no, you're not.
No, just a simple little double. And then...
You're right.
Oh. Yeah, I'd be putting him in snooker city. The only issue is you make sure that you don't give him a simple cross table out.
Yeah, don't give him any.
Let's face it, the bottom cushion, side cushion out is taken away. You promote this one here, or you take the one that's over the middle now, push it onto the side cushion, push the red in front of the black to really make sure that shot's not on. Or you put your eggs in one basket and go for the out as well. It's 50-50. I'm not really convinced it's the right option here.
I think because he has so many balls in the middle, he's just gonna go for the out until he lands pretty badly. I don't really see him play safe.
I'm just not really. Yeah, he's got the extension out as well. He's leaning down over balls. This is forcing the pace as well. This isn't easy. It's a lovely shot.
Great shot.
There's the black right there. I think that red actually does pass the black as well. He's having a look now, which, to tell you the truth, actually surprises me. I thought he would have had a closer look earlier on. But either that or he clips this and runs into that red just off centre, just pushes it on.
Yeah.
Okay. It definitely could have come out a lot nicer for him.
It's going to be an interesting out.
There's another little tactical battle here on the bottom screen as well. Angles could choose to punch through the yellow here and try to promote the other pot at both and then run through and just take it off. And yeah, that's just a lovely little shot. Although Jelly's put him in a bit of a one cushion escape situation,
I don't mind that shot because I think
it promotes,
yeah,
puts him under pressure.
Ron's still gonna try to pot this. He's not.
It's not really that difficult when you got the other balls to guide you. And that's a lovely little weight. Ooh. And I know he had to put a little bit of side on it there and all, but I didn't think that snooker was that good by angles. Obviously it was a little bit better than I initially thought. But yeah, to foul on a one cushion escape, that's, I think, maybe that yellow passes, the one at the top, it passes the side cushion and just runs through here, drops in, or he's going to run. It's quite interesting there, the way he did it there. I know it sort of is the bigger pocket to go across the table, but a lot of players would have put it further up and then just decided to screw back and screw out to where he is.
That's. Oh, I know, but that's a hard shot. I mean,
But this one here is on,
Yeah.
jelly's on. Yeah, he's
what do? You cut it or you go for the top right?
Probably closest pocket, cut it.
Cut it?
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, okay. I would have cut it more with the top though.
Yeah, I was surprised he played with right spin on it because
I think he was trying to throw it
throw it
into the pocket as a bit of safety. And it was supposed to grip just a little bit more to come off the side cushion and give himself a bit more of an angle. A little bit nervy there.
He'll be happy with that. And
Definitely getting a chance
One up
against
front.
Ron with,
Yeah.
to be honest, that double that he left himself, that
yep.
there's two really nice frames there by Angles as well. He left all the eggs in one basket and didn't really outthink Dan there, but the rail ball, the white was on the bottom cushion, pushed that through like it was nothing, and it dropped in. If it didn't, he was on it as well. Any tight grip or he pushes through too hard, it's going to square up and throw the white. So in other words, the white would have been on the bottom half of the tables instead of up the top. That then allowed him to control the frame by the really, really tight snooker. And I'd still predict that Angles would have gone out there or maintained control of the table, even if Dan Ricci got out of that snooker and didn't foul. That's where the frame was won and lost there. 6-3 to the boys. I'm a little bit surprised. Clint usually is a bit of a timeout sort of person at 6-3. We're 9 frames in, 25 frames overall. And the boys, they're almost having a half-team chat. They've pulled themselves away. They're off camera completely. You can't really see them, but
Bit of a shaky start to both teams, I feel. I mean, the games have
Yeah.
been, generally don't see these often.
you can even see it now. Just so they called it. So Clint's, with the experience that Clint's got, he's actually holding up. I wouldn't mind betting that he's actually holding up this frame here on purpose, just to try to actually make it a one frame sort of pull situation. Whereas yeah, well,
How long have you been DJ for?
who's up here? Who's supposed to be up? 6-3 is the end of the round. Clint, I'd say, would be calling a timeout now. Two rounds in. Sort of, the Bull Sharks really do need to regroup. 6-4, they're right back in it. 2 frames. On the other hand, 7-3. You give yourself a 4-frame buffer. And it's a little bit of a tricky one here. Yeah, so if you want to go out here, play this ball here such a way that you're just clipping the black. You give yourself the angle up the table. I think I'm amazed that he actually went for it, though, to be honest. I would have been trying to secure this top red that's on the cushion and then working my way back down the table onto those two. Mind you, he's kind of pushing a few eggs in the one basket here. Pots this, he wins basically back him to win the frame. Ooh, this is interesting. Jacking up on it for a double.
I'm a bit
He loves his doubles, don't get me wrong.
off by
But he still has
Quite a
this terrible, mediocre red that's on the balk line cushion. And obviously, a guesstimation that this red here, and that's next to the yellow, it might not pass, or he thought that it was too difficult to go for the attacking option there.
So guys, we've just moved the camera just to show you guys that the play is on hold. We'll put it back once they made a sub.
Okay. So this is an interesting way he plays this here. He's come up the table. I think he wants to land on his cherry. As long as he's got a decent hand on the table here. Well, this is quite tough. He doesn't really have much of an angle to work with, I don't think. To come back, he might come off the balk cushion, top balk cushion, onto the side to move out the other red. This would be interesting. He could play the double and then play the red to come across into the arc of where the black and the red is. Okay, show this commentator up there. It's a pretty big out he's taken on here. I think is terribly unlucky, really. He's just snookered off to the right. So he's the really, really big screw shot. He might choose just to run through and just leave himself a long shot. This maybe he spotted a little plant. Comes off the face of the side, the top left side of the yellow, as we look at it on screen, next to the red. And you run through, and you'll put the red into the corner pocket. So yeah, the good part about that is he's putting a lot of pressure on him to keep himself in the frame. Simo could either cut this just off without belting it. Perhaps he has not quite left it on, but left it in such a way that he can actually just manipulate the white onto the yellow, onto the face of the yellow, or just onto the cushion first, bounces out, and then snookers him back. Ideally, that you'd be laying up a nice little snooker here, but you don't need to. It's all about the weight here. That's a beautiful shot. Sorry. That's a beautiful shot. I thought he fouled there, or it wasn't quite on. And so yeah, so right, and leave the white jam between the cushion and the bottom yellow. So he can't actually, so he has to come around off the two cushions at the top. You come back onto it, or you choose to play yellow onto yellow and really smother the black. He's choosing to continuously smother, and it's not a badish approach. This is where I'd like to see that the umpires really just pay what is classified as a legit attempt here as well. I know Matt will have a decent crack.
What a shot.
And he is really good at getting out
What
of
a shot. What a shot. Wow.
So yeah, so you'd be tempting now. You got him on the rail. So to get out of this, to pot the ball out of the snooker is quite difficult. We can get the front of the face of the top yellow out of these three, and then put it over the top corner pocket. And if he's gonna hope it don't go in yet.
That's one out. He has another yellow to deal with. But now it's good. Yeah, you're right, because now he can use this yellow and
Yeah.
push it across to pot that yellow. Yeah, so No, that's very smart.
So if he wants to play the same shot again, because he's tight up the rail, he's going to go for it. The only issue is you've given him a chance already, so he's kind of just readjusts here. And that's how he should be thinking about this. And he is
What a shot again.
really, really close. It's a cracker of an effort.
Shot. To pinch that gap, wow.
However, he's almost given him a free crack at the yellow down the rail here. I know going across the table there's a high percentages of potting the black. I'd back myself, but at the same time, you take this yellow down the rail. Ooh, that's an interesting call. It's a very interesting call. Now that's a nice shot.
It's gonna snooker him for a while here.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if Matty gets it again.
I know it's not the percentage play, but coming down the table off the jaw, he spits it out. The only thing is it's very difficult to keep the wide on the back rail coming across and play it slowly. He's actually gone for a triple here. This shows how much confidence he's got at the moment. This will tell us how well he's queuing. And he can thank himself a little bit
not
lucky there.
Yeah.
Didn't open up the yellow to the pocket. So Simo can either play the cover onto the top face of the black. So he plays onto the top left-hand face of the black. I'm guessing that the yellow's not frozen, but even if it is, it doesn't really matter too much. But you don't want to be caught with a simple across-table escape as well. Yeah, not too sure about this. That's always going to be dangerous playing it lackluster like that. He's got away with it, and it's the only part of Simo's game that I sort of wish sometimes he'd take it a little bit longer. But he comes through the gap, just nudges up against it, sits on the back cushion. Oh, you can get it face on.
Two tables, but we're just doing that one for now, only because they're waiting for the run. Yeah, it'll change once the two tables are back again.
It might seem like Simo's in all sorts of trouble here, but you pot this. Oh, it's just a touch on the rush side. If you look at the pause on his backswing, it's just not quite there at the moment. And an extended period of clapping there, I think, from the captain there, just because I think they're going to go for a little break, and that was a huge frame, 2 frames of difference. And, just hold up, guys.
Jay's just gone for a bit of a break, so you're stuck with me for a bit. Right, I think Bull Sharks really needed that win off Matt, so well done to Matt. Kept fighting, and yeah, 4-6 versus 3-6, that makes a huge difference, so well done.
First after that break. Hence why I didn't chose to take that break there. Making sure he finished low on that as well, so he doesn't get himself into trouble. Ooh, an angle, made a huge mistake there.
It's a great shot. What a shot. Damn.
Sorry, I forget you guys.
I think Clint purposely chose to have that break there with Ron coming up straight after the break as well.
Yes, mate.
There you go, 6-3, there's 6-5, one frame, they're back in it. Last time these two played, they came back from 12-8 down as well. Last week, they were playing the top side as well, or second place. And they had a huge comeback, they were making a lot of noise. Really, really enjoyable match. And a lot of belief, that a lot of positives they were taken out of that. Speaking to the boys after, and they're all very, very positive, even though they had just lost a match. Five. And Clint's really holding the aces at the moment. He's got his star players, Dave, up at the table. Ron's just walked to the table and cleared. And now he's got himself as well with the break. If he could ask for a better situation to have a comeback, it'd be right now. Get a ball, he's got a ball. I expect Clint to be putting everything into this frame here. He knows how important it is. Meanwhile, I'd say the other player who always seems to stop any sort of comebacks or momentums, the momentum's killer himself, Mr. Anglesey. He's just finished a little bit too high there. I think he wanted to finish a little bit lower. Might have to run through here, opt to take the top of the three into the middle pocket. It's not going to be wasn't really left himself on an easy shot here. And Dave, you play this off with the running side, 3/4, and then just below centre, I'd presume, and he just tries to hold it for the yellow into the top corner pocket. He might choose to move it. Okay, it goes into the side pocket, into the corner pocket down here, but after missing the black before,
It's not an easy shot.
and now he's left himself this. This is
What a shot.
yeah.
What a shot. That's huge. I think someone just shouted that as well. That is huge. It's a great shot.
Especially against angles as well.
Great shot.
And that's 6-all.
And they're back from 6-3. 3 in a row.
And Clint's up as well. Captain Courageous.
Wow.
He's putting a lot of eggs in the one basket, but I really expect him to take these. And it's quite an interesting one here. He gets this. He's spewing, he's kicking himself. I think he can check it up. He might have to baby swerve into it. But to be able to hold it,
Yeah, he's going to be in trouble.
quite difficult here.
He's going to be in trouble, yeah, because...
He's now looking at drop kicking it, I'd say, into the corner pocket. So he comes down, puts a little bit of left on it and kicks it up. Yeah.
It's a good effort. That's a good effort.
The thing is, I think Clint knew that he wasn't going to be left buried with a yellow buried into the cushion there. He's got a red up the table that's no gimme, sort of half easy. He's got this red on the side cushion that's no real gimme as well. I know the top along the baulk portion they got the two reds. One sort of links to the other one. But with the yellow up the table now as well. So I think that's the other reason why I didn't really try and swerve into it for the double and really check it up, because if you left him on the side rail or moved the side rail red, I think knowing Clint, he more just like to hold things in a tight, sort of clustery, annoying sort of way.
Yep.
Shot clean. Sit mate.
Instantly. That's a really nice shot if he blocks him across the table. I don't think he's quite got him across the table, so you can almost count. He's left him a linking option. But you miss the ball down the side rail, there is no real way to hide. So this, I mean, Jelly's a really good player, no doubt. Incredibly attacking as well. I'm a little bit surprised though that he doesn't want a little bit of cover over the black itself. I know him putting a red right onto that black in the first snooker, so you can have a little bit more courage with the dip.
Oh.
You go around this. Oh yeah, two cushions. Come up the back side of it. Give it a kick towards the middle pocket. Now that red that's covering that yellow, he's now given himself a complete free ball on that red on the side table.
I was just going to say, just get that red out and, yeah, put the white behind that
snooker
red.
in behind.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of a lady snooker. Ladies, you know what I mean. He's played it really attacking there, almost pushing the boat out a little bit as well. So Clint comes through, nicks it. He doesn't really want to move that black.
I reckon he's going to hit this pretty hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. It's just getting everything moving.
Yeah.
That kills that again. That's quite all. It's on. And you can force the pace as well with that red being where it is. It's not that hard. How you get onto these last?
I think it's
different.
gonna get it
Yeah,
out.
I'd probably say just go for it with another little snooker.
Yeah,
He
agreed.
comes out of it, and where's he going to put it? Face.
Yeah.
He puts it into the cluster.
Oh,
Wow, no way. No need for that.
why?
There's no need for that. A red in the middle of the table is
Yeah, why?
well and truly better there. If anything, a red over the side middle bag would be really advantageous as well for you. There's not too many places you can leave it. And on the other side of the... Wow, as well. He's actually given him a shot. I think Clint knows he's actually got a sniff here. Oh, and it is... I think he might even have a double. Or the... Yeah, just judging by his reaction. Clint's one of those difficult ones to read. He looks like it's not on when it is on. He might be playing off to the side cushion onto the face of the red that's closest to come back into the corner pocket.
All right.
But you see that, I know it was I could harp on how bad a last shot it was, but putting a few eggs in a basket, that last shot, where he, instead of just doubling it out and making sure you got him on the snooker. I'd say he plays the top red, tries to go for a snooker on the right hand side of it and then just tucks it up. Just like that. It's a lovely little hit. Now, Clint will either force the pace of this a little, but I would say that he'll play this with a little bit of side and a little bit of top, and probably try and come into the face of the and hit the black full on in the face. Just a little bit. What the? Now, black's not in the best spot. There's still plenty of snooker on options here. There's still a decent out option as well. Depending on how you're snookered here, if you can run through as a shot to nothing, you can kind of have a half dip here. And the right pace, you get him on a snooker, back. Oh, he can get straight through, can he? Playing it with a fair bit of side here, just to try and tuck it up behind. If he's got him on that top left cushion, and this all came about because of that one poor shot on the side cushion. I know Clint played a beautiful shot off the jaw to pull it across to really work it, and you could argue that really all came about because of that. But when you've got a player on the canvas, you can't just give them easy or lackluster attempts at snookering. You really want to get them in a lot more trouble.
That's a great shot.
That's a beautiful
That's
shot.
a great shot. Got the right side of the red and oh, it's been a great fight by Clint. Honestly, he's He's fighting hard here.
And Alex. It's really been Alex's year, really. The last few years he's got better and better, but I think ever since he went away to Pockets and also the Geelong, he's quite well over there.
Oh, what a
shot,
shot! What a shot!
There's nothing wrong with the leave.
What a shot! He hit that on the yellow and then finish it off. Snyder, if you're watching, this one's for you. Damn! What a shot!
And so we've gone from 6-3 to now the Pool Sharks are back in it, and I think Angles and the boys will be thinking back to that 12-8 comeback that they had as well. And when you've got the ilk of the last three players that have been up, they can put a few frames on the board really quickly. Very important here for Alex to step up here. One
7-0.
massive out for the boys at the moment is said. I'm not too sure why he's not here at the moment. So it'd be interesting to see the approach that and punches this through. Gets on it. Just tradesman's entrance, but I mean it's still a really well cued. I know the camera angle doesn't look like it was that difficult, but they're a little bit tighter than it looks. Punches this through to make sure he comes down and he finishes low on that red. I mean that yellow. And pretty much just like that. It's slightly hampered, but he's only got one cushion to come out to put the black into the same pocket that the yellow's going in. And Clint here is also on the bottom table. You might not be able to see much, they're just standing around. But it's 7-all. That's 14 frames. This will be the 15th frame, the last frame of the round. And this really has been the Pool Sharks round. Super important frame. Expect half a team meeting here, or a quick little chat, or something. But I would say, I'd say that Clint will probably go back to trying to draw out these frames, try to really enforce the one frame pool situation. Try to let them know. Clint sort of holds a few aces. He's got reserves as well. He's got a little bit of momentum, and they've had some money matches on the weekend as well. So there's been a little bit of pull underneath the belts of the Pool Sharks. It'll be interesting to see how everything goes here. Welcome back. This is probably what everybody's been wanting to watch. The frame. Ron versus Angles. Instantly, Ron's gone. That's his only really hard ball, actually. With Black there. Got to open it up. Still kind of is on. He's looking now. Does he take it right away? Does he go yellow off? I think he's going to choose to play it right away. Get on it now. He's land on it fat. If it goes, we'll know now. If he drops this in, I'll back him to go game. Takes the other yellow into the other middle pocket. There's a slight gap there as well at the top of the table. So he takes this, he either lands in that gap there, or yeah, so I'd say that's the ball that's closest to Black will be his last ball. Let's get on the Black. He'll take this one now that's in here. He may choose to run around off the two cushions. I think that's what he's doing. Yeah, from here just yellow onto yellow. He may end up with the first yellow that he's playing actually on the other half of the table, which is what I think he's trying to work out, whether just coming out off the cushion here or not. Yeah, he's chosen to punch it in to make sure that he wasn't in that situation.
What a shot. Wow.
And that's basically how to make an out look easy as well.
Incredible. What an out. Cue ball control and
the yellow that's closest to the two reds at the top of the table, that look quite difficult, but if they go, they go. Make sure you get onto it.
what an out.
And never panic. Simo, on the other hand, he's got himself a very good chance here as well.
Amazing. Amazing.
I was thinking this is too close to call early in the match, and still it is too close. Like I said, third and fourth. And Simo's been playing really well tonight actually as well.
You jinxed it, Jay.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah, always. Oh man, that's huge.
Mind you, some would argue that's the right pace to play that shot, knowing where all the balls are on the table. He hasn't left it hanging over the hole. He's still created an out. Unfortunately, it's also created a pretty simple snookering opportunity as well. So,
Yeah, definitely.
Dave's playing the same sort of. I'll just tactically play you. Now, I mean, you can play the clinch shot from before. The jaw, you come across. He clips it as well. You play the side cushion, the right hand side cushion where his hand is now. onto the face of the yellow. On the face of the black. The white will run through a little bit and come up, sit right behind the face of the yellow, and gives him absolutely nothing. And the red and the black will come out, sitting mid half on the back cushion. In the back square.
Ooh.
No. Or you can do a hit and hope, but there was actually a real shot there. He wasn't completely out of the frame to play the Hail Mary, in my opinion.
I think he has that yellow now, so should be a...
Should be ABCs. This
Yeah,
one,
I was just going to say...
corner
I
ball,
think.
comes back down between the two.
Nice.
Unless he's snooking himself to the left. This might not be the easiest shot.
I think it's screwing it straight back.
Yeah, you still expect him to get this, but
Yeah, that's a great...
it's a pretty big one.
Almost.
And we've got Clint back up again as well.
That's still good, yeah.
You look carefully though. The boys have hands in pockets, you could say, but not really folding the arms, crossing the arms, not
What a shot
really
again.
annoyed. Though they should be kicking themselves because Simo should have had that that black before, and that's a free win for Dave. And at 8-all, 9-8, this is I'd be interesting to see how that's a lovely little shot there as well. A little bit of a spring in Clint's step now, actually. This is fourth week back. He's the captain, and it's always difficult when you're the captain and you decide to go on an extended holiday. But that's also Clint.
He played well on the weekend. I don't know if you watched that match with Ron. He had a cash match, and I thought he fought really well.
Yeah, I thought Ron was going to bring the best out of him. He's sort of that sort of player that can sit in fourth gear when he should be in fifth gear, and then when someone else is out there as just a sixth gear sort of person, he just picks up a gear, 2 gears straight away. Couldn't really put the commentator's curse on him any harder here, but I'm backing him to really step up here. And thanks. Very, very smart. Clint knows the importance of this. He knows that he's got a chance to open up a 2-frame buffer. He knows exactly what the score is and then exactly the situation.
That's it, Clint. Come on, mate.
Do you know what the rule is on getting the cue ball cleaned? Does the timer stop?
You cannot... excuse my French, but you cannot cheat by asking for extra time, by asking for the white ball clean. So if the umpire notices that you're watching the game and trying to gain an unfair advantage, he can actually call you for it. It's happened on at this level, nationals, etc. Comes across the table here and goes to pot it in. He could cut it.
Yeah, I think he's backing himself. Oh!
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I know it looks a little bit silly, but it's a super fine cut there. But so Ash on the other side of the coin. He's got a real free table here. So he chooses to take this one now, over in the top right hand table. Take that yellow now. The white will come back naturally across the table. He might choose to keep that because that's a yellow up that second half of the table, so there's no real manipulating. But
It's a good shot by
yeah, Alex
yeah.
has been their standout player, to be honest, for tonight. But yeah, here we go. What's this? Comes across. Oh, he's come across quite far. Actually, he's decided to go for the out here, which is hopefully he's not really deciding to put all his eggs in the one basket. That yellow on the side rail is definitely something he wants to give it due course and due attention. No, he's finished actually quite low on that, so I mean, yes, all he does is it links to his next ball, so he doesn't have to play. And a comment from the top, I'll call that Terry Green. Any bets on who's going to win this? It is too close to call, to be fair with you. But you could almost guarantee the Angles will at least get 2, no matter what, even on a bad day. So he's still got a frame there. You could argue that Kingsbury's playing very well. He's not going to let too many things slip out of his chance. But then you could say that Sed's not there as well. Yeah, it's really down to Jelly, Ash, Matt, and Gino. That's probably where this match is going to be won and lost, to be fair with you.
Great shot. Great shot. Those are not easy shots. Played that well.
And this, yeah, he knows it too. I'd say that when you leave yourself with one ball left on the table, you're always going to be in quite a fair bit of trouble. And in that situation there, we go. He maybe hit snooker to the left. He looks quite straight here. Okay, it's not. Yeah, he is. This, I think he's run through half an inch too far. Yeah, he's just off straight. This is not a simple shot. He either screws back, leaves himself a hand just on the table, gives himself a chance to pot that. It's not the most difficult pot, or he runs across and tries to run through. Now, knowing him, that's how he likes to play.
He'll be happy with that, I think. Yeah.
The issue is you can have little bits of chalk or anything on the side rail. You can, if you look carefully on your screen, you can actually see tiny little bits of chalk there. So he's actually hit one of those and it's given him an unfair bounce. Has actually pushed it a little bit further. This is why he's actually on the blind pocket.
That's a good shot.
That's a lovely little recovery because always difficult when you know that your captain's not playing as well as he can. He isn't really getting the results. And even though he had that beautiful master break and another beautiful tactical frame at the start as well, he's still not really making it as easy as he could. And I think Matt, don't tell me Matt's come up a little bit. This isn't easy. So he's going to... The black itself is going to be travelling towards that other yellow, at the top of the 3 yellows on the bottom of the screen. And now, yeah, it's almost like as if he just needed to place everything. And yeah, once again, Clint really trying to slow this whole match down, really drag out one frame pull, really try to make it feel like every single shot is a really big shot, a pivotal moment in the match. Really try. It's not something I'd really like to do against Jasley. Jasley seems to be really underneath the pump, really when it needs. He's the sort of person that plays better than, finds an extra 10%. Last finals, came in and he shot 15% better than he'd done all season.
Wow.
Like that. So he's either got the option as well, comes through off the side cushion and sit there, or he can stun straight up. Whatever he feels. Yeah, he's giving himself a nice angle here. Plays a touch at bottom, maybe a little bit of stun, and a little bit of running side or left hand side, throw it in the angle and just come down the table. Okay. It's wiped its feet. It's a tradesman's entrance, but he's getting there. He's still not there was a massive chat about where people play in the last round, and I'm always a huge fan of putting your best players up at the start, and then the ones you're not too sure about, they come at the very end. And Clint's always been the anchor, the last player in the last round. He's played state in that position many a times. However, it came back to cost them, really. And they've had it a couple of times as well. And it seems that they are... Yeah, it seems that they're both actually taking that on board, because Clint is actually up now. So that's it's a little bit unusual. Be interesting to see where they've actually placed Dave and Matt. That's it. Yeah, so they've got Dave as well as second last of this round. And I think the idea is come out with all your guns, and hopefully you don't need. But here we go. Okay, so going for the reds here, and really open up that quite nicely. He's got the one red on the side cushion to worry about. However, he goes middle, down the corner, runs through, takes the other middle and the bottom. Yeah, it's a couple of ways you can go about this. Yeah, so he takes this one into the middle pocket now. The issue is he doesn't really want to leave. Yes, if you're a Pool Sharks fan, having Ron back at the table. Clint here. It's quite interesting here how he takes this.
It's a great shot.
I'd probably say that he wants to get right behind the red on the side rail as his second last ball, and then just drops this one down the table on. Even though he's kind of looking at it now, I think that's how he's looking to play it. He is really is putting quite a few eggs in the basket. He's trying to screw back here. I think he does. He wants to get rid of this, and then maybe plays the side, the one that's on the cushion, as his last ball, because all he's got to do is just take a half ball and just bring the white out and leave himself with a long black. Be interesting how he takes this. He might leave himself a shot to run off the top cushion and come across to the side. Yeah, that's a lovely shot.
Great shot.
On the other side,
Ron's just opened up his blacks, so he just has that one red on the left to deal with. I think he's gonna do it now. So Ron needs a shot.
Yeah, this will showcase, because Ron's such a brilliant player at the weight of the balls. It will showcase what I meant before about the way the Nat will just pull it into the pocket.
Yep.
Unless he plays something completely different. But yeah.
I should be happy with that because I think he's covered.
He's got coverage galore.
Yeah.
That's another black that Clint's missed. That's really... He'll be kicking himself. Win or lose, he'll be kicking himself. And Simo's basically just trying to play the cover, the smother, sorry. Ooh. Now, Angles is almost forcing himself in for the... I don't mean to say it. He's almost forcing himself into the out here. As we've seen in frame 1 as well. There's not too many shot to nothings here. He plays this one. It's a pretty good shot there by Ron as well. Just trying to slow down Simo as well. Let's see.
Simo does have an out here. Because he plays this yellow on the left rail.
Yep.
Tries to land for that. Plays that, comes for that. Comes for the black.
So yeah, so he goes to the side rail and then comes back out. Yeah, I think we might choose to take this one first.
Yep.
And then from there...
He's landed a bit short. I think he wanted that straight so he could play that
touch more,
yeah.
Because if you're playing this top yellow, you're naturally going to float down towards the black. So if you can get that as your last ball, you're always going to be well. On the other side of the coin, Angles has been, you could almost say, a little bit stiff. He's dropped 2 yellows in that were quite difficult in a way that he wanted to snooker the guy, and they've just dropped in, which is pull. And so this is this. So now Ron's got. This is interesting the way Ron will go about things to keep himself in the frame here, or choose to take the frame on. He may. It's a pretty big shot to take a double on now. He might, depending on the angles. And yeah. I'd say that Clint can consider himself a little bit fortunate there after missing that black, but at the same time, that's the value of keeping yourself in the frames. He's playing a little turnover shot, and the touch that he's got, but there could be a touch of an out here. I know it seems like a miracle, but it's not that difficult. He's got to swerve this just a touch. He doesn't even have to swerve. Oh, he didn't have... Yeah, see, he swerves that just a touch. Naturally, he's punching into the face of it, which pushes the ball straight towards that pocket. And he'll slide off the face as well and sit onto the top cushion, giving himself a shot onto the yellow, which gives himself the black. That's how I would have gone for it. On the other side of the coin, wow. So Clint has actually decided to drop one player for this round, and he's actually brought in Callum. This is a really
Oh wow.
To be honest, it's a really prickly, crappy sort of situation to be in for Callum. He's been sitting there cold all night. Hasn't really ran the queue through. So it's a big responsibility wrap, and I think Gino's just put his hand up and said, "I'm not feeling the best." Unusual for Gino to sit down in this situation.
Sorry, no, I think Gino is still playing. I think it's who got dropped. Oh, it's Maddie. Maddie got dropped.
Matt, okay, yeah, well, yeah, you could. He has been stiff. He
Yeah,
does.
he's got one, yeah.
He does get the Keenan Sigler run where he gets a lot of master breaks have been done against him. His stats don't really show an honest reflection.
Agreed. Yeah.
Oh, this is a big shot here.
Oh, that is so unlucky.
Well,
Oh
you
man.
could call it luck, but at the same time, he's put in the white towards that corner pocket. I mean, I think he wanted to come up flat on the back cushion here.
Oh man.
He's just got a little bit too into it, too much bottom. Interesting. See the way Simo's he's looking at about 70 different angles here and knows just how big a moment this is.
It is, yeah.
And Maddie's even looking at the timer as well. And we...
Oh, it's going for the cut? Nah.
Yeah.
What a shot.
That's a big black there
Great
as well.
shot.
That puts the
shot.
boys on the hill. Yeah, you see he's got a bit of a pump and he's running around. And listen to this. Slap, 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 slap. Big high fives. Big high fives from the boys there. And if I was, this might be a little bit cruel, and it's showing a little bit of personality here. But if I was Angles and the boys, I'd really let Callum know that he needs to win this. Anyone that's sitting on the bench, anyone that's has a pivotal chance to win after being in this situation, it's already hard enough as it is. You don't have the first frame, you haven't potted a black yet, and there's no really second chances or anything as well, so it's not. And the boys have actually put probably their best player, you could say, as second last for the night. This is it's a really key moment. That's a big. The white's got to just keep track. Ooh.
Stopped on time.
This is really tough as well. You take the cherry and you split the pack. You split the two yellows, so you can take the first one, screw up, take the other one, and run through to get it into the middle pocket. It's super tough out. You could either play onto the yellow, float down, chip off the yellow, and run the white into the cherry yellow. That'll give you your out as well. However, now that red is open. I like it because you're not leaving all your eggs in one basket.
I was going to say, yeah.
Very interesting now. You've probably got one of the most experienced players out there in Collingridge. Yeah, so Jasley. That's a very smart shot there as well. They will put you under pressure all day long. He backs his two cushion escape game as well. So if you're going snooker for snooker against him, expect him to be happy to play that all day. And really, Callum's got himself a red hot sniff. I see this. I wouldn't even be looking the way he's been looking. I'd be looking actually just play the little swerve into this. All he has to do is just swerve. He's going to take it naturally towards the pocket, and he's going to throw the white around off and dump the white into this corner of the table. He gets it, he's game. If not, he's still there. Here, on the other hand, the guy walks to the table, he's got the clean ball to go for straight away. Unless maybe the bottom red passes between the yellow and the red to into the middle pocket. But even then, I still think that's not the right. A little bit of drag here. Wee. A little bit of drag. Complete rush of blood. But interesting little ways choosing this. Trying to split the gap between the two. Oh yeah. And just one good recovery shot here. That's all he needs. And far out. One lucky shot that was. This really does highlight just how good Angles and Said are. These guys are great players, all of them, in their own right. But it's just having the extra option, being able to tell your captain that you're not playing the best as well. Little things like that. So Jasley's here really is. You can feel the try. He's given it everything he's got here. That's ball in hand as well. Advantage the boys. Face cut double. Oh.
There you go. Come on. That's his chance.
So, go on, fellow commentator.
Come on. It's not the easiest out because it's tricky. Yeah, it's tricky.
I like the way Kinga goes for these sort of situations where he either kills one of your balls or he'll look to make something even easier. Instantly he's sussed out his problem.
That's a good shot by Callum. It's a really good shot. Can now take that red. Yep, take that red.
Yellow, you mean?
Sorry, yellow. On the left, and then position himself for the yellow on the right.
Yep. Yeah, and you end up high.
End up high, yeah.
As well. That way, when you come and either bottom straight into it to come up the table, which you don't want to do, or you come down onto the bottom cushion and out for the one into the middle. You leave yourself a little bit short on it. You're onto the corner pocket. But when you haven't got yourself on the board, this is going to swing a little bit wide here. It almost is perfect, but you're landing on the line itself. So if you come up, I wouldn't mind betting he might come up a little bit short. Because if he's long on this, he's going to sneak himself behind the red. It's a tendency anyway. This will show us his confidence. That's a nice-ish shot by Kinger. The black should still go to both middle pockets, but judging by the way he's just looking around the table. And
I'm surprised he's gone this way, to be honest.
Yeah, he definitely shouldn't have gone that way. No way. If anything, I don't know why he went. Because that way, the way he went about it, he had to land plumb on that to not be in such a difficult position. Where the other way, if he took the corner ball first, and like I said, if he ended up short, he was on the corner, he's on the middle, he's on other ways. It may not be all over. These aren't exactly AVCs, but I'd expect him to be able to pot this, just stun up the table, just a little stun run through up the table, leave himself straight. We're basically onto the corner ball and down. Oh,
what a shot!
He's timed that. He's timed that very, very well.
What a shot by Alex.
Yeah. Interesting how he's choosing to play this. He must be snookered to the right here on the top ball. Yeah,
What a shot!
That's a sensational shot there, buddy.
Just needs to pot this. Do anything here, run it through, just do a small screw back. Alrighty.
And like I said earlier, Jasley seems to be that type of player. Commentator's curse coming up, but under the pump, you really do back him. He's got quite a nice short little backswing as well. He gets a lot of cue power for someone with not really much of a backswing, but that's what gives him the under the pump sort of results. Not much can go wrong. Kinger, on the other hand, I think he knows already. But there's a double here into the corner. Oh,
it's too thin.
Interesting, he played it like that.
Don't want to say anything, mate, but Gavin not deserve it alone.
Oh, well done.
Nathan, Brownie, Rocky, who are they?
Brilliant. So yes, there's someone close to the bottom of the ladder, just beat the top of the ladder side. We've had 3 low-ranking sides take out the top sides, really throw a spanner in the works. And that top 2 position really is up for grabs now as well. It truly is just right up for grabs, double chance in the finals. It makes a huge difference. And I can tell you now, the headquarters Kingspins will be licking their lips. They've played out of their skin to not have Luke Foster around, and being able to pull him back for the finals. It's not only a physical challenge, but also a real psychological challenge for the opposition as well as a real pick you up for your own teammates. You're almost with the Assassins going down tonight, 12-13 to Alan Brown's side going down tonight to Abby Gilmore's side. You would almost say that it really is anyone's game, actually, and the boys will be kicking themselves. Be very, very fortunate that they came out with a win here as well.
I think the last time these guys met was 13-12.
Yep, and they had 5-frame comeback, Bull Sharks. So,
Yeah, he's landed that pretty well.
and Ash has put Ash as his 5th player. That's interesting.
Let's go, Dave. Come on, mate.
You know,
I can just, I don't know why, just roll this slowly, play that red slowly, and then just black on the left. Oh, no, he's not.
I've got no.
I don't know why I did that. I thought he could have just hit that slowly and...
The thing is, if he finished really low on that red, he'd be cutting it, which naturally brings the white to where his cue is right now anyway. As well. There's no need to pin everything, and it's probably one of my only... one of my only things about... that technically is loss of frame right there, by the way, when I was watching, but we won't
I think it's
call
still...
that.
I love how Alex is like, you know what, I'm still going to pot this.
Yeah, you don't need to cause an argument or anything.
Yeah,
It's
he didn't
not
walk away.
Mind you, if you're playing someone for money and it's early days, you might want to pull it up and get underneath their skin a little bit. It all depends. Not that I promote unsportsmanship stuff. The bottom table, it's not really much to go for, but yeah, take the yellow and come up the table, or he's decided to come out. That's not a bad option as well. So he's given himself double chance here. Takes the one down the rail, and finishes just off, not straight, but he finishes himself a little bit high. So that way, when he punches onto it, it'll come across it, but it'll be floating down towards the middle pocket. So that's pretty much your only issues you got here.
That's hard.
Definitely not Mad Isaiah.
I don't know who would. Let's have a look at the stats real quick.
Probably Ron, but I thought that Ron left a few eggs in the basket. If Clint got those blacks first time he walked to the table, I would give him the player of the match there. It's probably Alex Kingsbury. Every single time there was a bit of a comeback, a bit of a lead or anything like that, he put his foot down, he stopped it. Ash, you could almost argue, was a beneficiary of some bad kicks or some bad pull, and
Yep, I'd agree that Alex, for me, is the player of the match as well because, as you said, he played those key games and got those wins. So
that I would say at the start of the night, let me have a look at that. That's 3-2 for the first round, and then a 4-1 come back. Clint pulled a timeout there, and straight out, Ron, Dave, and Clint got the wins, and then here we go. Alex Kingsbury coming back with the master break right there to really sway the things. Ron Kelly, master break, master strike as well. Comes back, last round, they win 1. And that is, they should be quite annoyed with themselves, really, because last week they had so many positives come out of it. In fact, they will be so annoyed that I don't think I should interview anyone from that side at the moment.
I was going to say, maybe we can get Alex.
I think Alex is the man.
Yeah, let's get him.
We'll get Alex, guys. Those who don't know Alex, you might recognise his voice. He's done a bit of commentary in the past. We'll get Alex up now.
Hey, Trav. Good to see you.
Goodbye.
We were just talking about that.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you.
All right. What's got going on? Yeah.
Yeah, g'day, folks. Yep. G'day, folks. Yeah, so our player of the match is Alex Kingsbury. We decided to give it to him because every bit of momentum that the Pool Sharks seem to get, you seem to be the player at the table making it count straight away.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, had a few given to me tonight. A couple of chances that were missed from the opposition that I was able to get on the end on, which was good. But yeah, had a nice little master when it was 7-all.
Yeah,
That was a nice one to get there to go 8-7 up. But yeah, great match, solid all the way through, and we were just lucky to get over the end. Let's get over the line in the end, mate.
it's quite actually interesting because we had, I'm not sure I can pull it up, but so the first round it was 3-2 to them.
Yeah.
And then you guys just came back.
Yeah, monster round, didn't we? 4-1. Yeah, it was huge to get that one. That was very nice.
And at that stage, Clint has then pulled a timeout. And
Yeah, they're waiting for the frame to finish to see if he wanted to make a sub, was what it was.
sure he wasn't just trying to slow it down to be one frame pull.
It's all part of the game. It's all part of the game. We were on fire, but it's all part of the game, mate. And it ended up working really well for him. Got 3 on the trot, or 4 on the trot. Yeah.
Yeah, the 3-4 on the trot. And then coming back, this is where we see you pull out a big master break there at the end of that round.
Yeah.
And Ron came back straight away the master strike. So
Yeah. No, Ron was fantastic tonight. I think if it's the result switches, Ron's 100% the man of the match for the other team.
yeah, I agree.
He played phenomenal tonight, and it's really exciting to see him back at close to his best. You know, he's still got more to go as well.
It's one of the real joys of being a fan. You get to sit back and see just what it takes to be the best. And he's putting in that much work on the tables. He's always here. He's always trying. And at the moment, he's got 6 money matches.
Yeah, all the money matches, and he's doing some sets at home as well for like an online tournament, and he's really getting on the table. But it's good to see because it sets an example for everyone else as well. You know, like people that want to get to that level. This is the kind of work it takes. You know, you don't just get there. It takes a big effort, and Ron's just kind of leading by example, which is it's great to see.
Some people think there's an on and off switch on the cue, but Ron proves that.
Some people have a switch. I think Stone's one that I've seen that has a switch, but that's just natural talent.
Judgy.
Yeah, Judgy probably has a switch. He doesn't really play much pool, and then goes and plays for 10 grand and
yeah,
and does well. Yeah.
The next day he's like, oh, back on the bowling.
That's it, yeah.
But the reason why I didn't really interview or look at interviewing any of the players on their side was the 4-1 last round.
Yeah.
They
solid finish from the boys.
They should be disappointed in the way they finished after last week, and they changed the round again as well. Last week they had Clint as the last at the back.
Yeah.
This week they've gone with their big players. You guys, on the other hand, I was a bit surprised that Angles put yourself as second last up there.
Yeah, he kind of mixes and matches. You know, he moves it around a little bit. He wants to just try and see how it's working, and if things work, he'll probably go back to it. But we usually move around quite a bit. Like usually Angles starts the night, but he was a little bit late tonight, so he ended up playing.
That's why.
So they kind of made a bit of a switch, but it was good to see that our boys can still get it done no matter what the order is. You know, it's really nice, especially after we had a win last week, but we lost to these guys last time. We lost
after being 12-8 up.
Yeah, well, probably was more than that. I might have been like, people was 12-8, but we had a big lead before that. But this was a nice win for us. Happy to get over the line.
You definitely could see that you guys had the memory banks going as well. At one stage where it looked like they had they won the fourth round and the third round came out pretty much even, and it was sitting neck and neck after you guys had that early start.
Yeah.
I was thinking, memory bank kicking in here.
Yeah, no, it was a fantastic match though. And it's great to be part of, mate.
This would be the player that I'd be really, really happy with.
Yeah, mate. He's probably the other one that's a big contention for tonight's player of the game. I think Ash was phenomenal, especially that master break at the end. If Dave should have got me really in that last frame, if he had have, then Ash still had it sorted. But Ash was great. Ash is really hitting his straps, which is good to see.
Angles would be very, very happy. He's unlikely for Angles. He actually had 3 misses in a row, or 3 drop frames in a row actually at the end. And last week against the Vultures, he didn't come up as well.
Yeah. So, it can happen to anyone, mate. You have nights where you just not feeling your best or whatever reason, but he's one of those players that's just always up there, and he's always going to be up there because of just the way he plays the game and his attitude towards the game. So he's good to be in a team with Angles and be a captain as well, mate. He's fantastic. It's
nearly impossible to find out if he lost just by looking at his
smile.
Hey,
isn't it great?
He smiles no matter what. He wins, he loses, he jumps on commentary after narrowly losing. You can't tell. You really
it's good, isn't it?
Tell.
And it's playing with people like that you sort of want to shape your game around, like someone like myself, sort of coming up into the big boys, when I'm sort of making a bit of a name for myself.
You've been knee-high to a grasshopper. Don't worry about that.
But it's good playing with those types of players, because even when you get into the highest level like Angles, he's still just enjoying the game no matter what. He's still having a good time, and that's great.
Definitely.
And then you watch Ron play as well, and Ron's just like stone cold, and he just has no reaction no matter what shot he plays. So we've got great role models everywhere around here, mate, and it's so much fun playing in this league. I love it.
Yeah. It is. It's why I'm here. I'll be commentating crap.
It's brilliant. This setup's fantastic as well. I love what's going on here. Picture looks beautiful. The commentating or the live stream looks lovely, and it's really going in a positive direction. I can't wait to see what it gets to.
Yeah,
it's already fantastic.
Yeah, I really am looking forward to all the little bits and pieces we got planned for the future, turning this thing into an actual product. And all the feedback that everybody seems to be giving, it's really has been something that's fun.
Yeah,
to tell you the truth,
it looks awesome. I definitely want to get a part of it. I reckon I'll do some commentary sometime in the future.
Yeah, beauty. I can finish my dinner.
Yeah, it looks great. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it, mate.
Thank you very much. You have a lovely night.
You too.
And you are the player of the match. Thank you very much. Like video kill the radio star, mate. Cheers, mate.
Greg just said, to get a camera on the commentators, which makes a lot of sense. It's a great idea.